truly believed the deadliest sniper in the world deserved his whole own video, so here we go. If you don't know who Simo Hayha is, or even if you already know who he is, stick around because you might learn something new. 505 confirmed kills in 100 days. And it is believed that the count is much higher because that does not include the people that he killed that were taken to hospitals and died later, or the deaths from the submachine gun. So he was born in Finland, and at the age of 17, he joined the Civil Guard, also known as the White Guard. He grew up on a farm, and he was already really good with a gun from hunting. However, he would ride his bike 5 kilometers to the shooting range down the road and practice. In the summer days, he would even stay much later because the days were longer. So when he joined the Civil Guard, he was really good at marksmanship, where he won competitions and won things like spoons. These are actual spoons that he won. I guess it wasn't uncommon back then to win small coffee spoons in those types of competitions. So Simo preferred to use a M28-30 with an open iron sight opposed to a scope for several reasons. One being that the scope could glare off of the sun and give away his position. The other being that you have to lift your head just a little bit higher to use the scope, and he was fully capable and used to using an open iron sight. He actually didn't even get official sniper training until 1 year before the Winter War started. So during the Winter War, he averaged 5 kills a day. However, on December 21st, 1939, he got a whopping 25 kills, and the Finnish paper published it as his Christmas present to the Finnish people. So the word about Simo, the White Death as nicknamed, started to get out. And to further humiliate the Soviets, the Finnish papers even started publishing the stories also in Russian. And when Stalin learned his name, he put a bounty on his head. Like, why do all these Russian prisoners all look so happy? I bet I know what it was. They're probably happy that they weren't out in the woods with Simo anymore. So what made Simo so successful was, one, he would not take an observer with him because he felt like an extra person could possibly give away his location. Simo was only 5'3", and he was so good at hiding, he would dig out little foxholes or use big snow-covered tree branches in front of him. He would freeze the snow in front of him with water so that when he shot his rifle, a blast of snow wouldn't rise up. He would put ice in his mouth so they wouldn't see his breath. Sometimes he was really close to the Soviets. He would purposely wound soldiers so that other soldiers would come to get them to take them to first aid, and then he would take them all out. This actually caused the Soviets to stop picking up their wounded. So one day, some of the boys came back to the dugout and said that Simo's friend had been shot by a Soviet sniper. He asked them where and if the sniper could still be at that location. They showed Simo where the sniper was. And I quote, when Simo returned to the dugout, he said, "That guy won't shoot our boys anymore." But everything changed on March 6, 1940, when Simo was shot in the face by a sniper with an explosive round. Now, when Simo was shot, I'm going to read to you what he said in an interview with his nephew. "The brains still worked, but I couldn't move any part of my body at all. They tried to put me on my back on the sledge. On my back, I would have drowned in minutes. But when I was turned on my stomach, none of it went into my lungs." You want to talk about lucky? Had they left him on his back, he would have drowned in his own blood. Now, rumors spread quickly, and the papers all reported he was dead, Finland and Russia. But he was just in a coma, and he woke up March 13th, 1940, the day the war ended. Stalin was probably like, oh shit, Simo's alive and awake, we're done. Now, because of his injuries, he could not be accepted into the continuation war, but he was promoted directly from corporal to second lieutenant. And this kind of promotion has never happened before in Finnish military history. He went back to farming, but then spent the last years of his life in a military nursing home. And when asked about the war, he would say, "I did what I was told as well as I could."